Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? This is Bluminati, man. Blues House. We back, man. Top Gun Maverick review. I just got back from seeing it. When did I see it? Friday. Had a screener to go see Top Gun Maverick. Woo! Man, I tell you, great, wonderful experience, man. Shout out to AMC 24 in Orange Park, Florida. Y'all put on a great show. Y'all tricked everybody into thinking that we was coming to see the first 1986 classic Top Gun, only to get in there and see Tom Cruise up on the scene saying, I fooled you. I'm finna show you the whole new Top Gun Maverick joint. So, without further ado, what y'all came to hear and what y'all came to see is my review for it, right? Y'all want to know my review for Top Gun Maverick. Uh, if you like the 1986 joint, just off rip, I'm gonna tell you this: you will really, real enjoy this one. This one was dope. Top Gun Maverick. It stars Tom Cruise. It's directed by Joseph Kosinski. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Um, if you've never been to the danger zone before, strap in and hold on to your butts, man. This sequel, um, I messed all up, man. Look, I'm still in awe, man. I'm still in awe. My bad, my bad. Look, if you ain't never been to the danger zone, strap in, hold on to your butts. The sequel, just like you see in the movie, it defies gravity and excels 3 decades later to possibly be better than its predecessor, man. Um, as the title card explains, what Top Gun is the same title card from the 1986 joint. Tells you what Top Gun is. Best of the best pilots come to train here, you know what I'm saying, so they could go off and be the best of the best. You also get the familiar sounds of Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. It sets the backdrop. You already know what it is. As soon as you hear that, you already know what's going on. Tom Cruise returns to the cockpit as Pete Maverick Mitchell, now capped out captain. And when I say capped out, meaning this dude been in the service for how long now? He only a captain. You know what I'm saying? So he's capped out as a captain, and he's piloting test aircraft, and God knows where in the Mojave Desert. That's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He gets called in to do one last mission, teach recent one last mission to teach recent group of Top Gun graduates how to carry out maybe an impossible mission. No pun intended. So from there, like I said, we start with Tom Cruise being exiled, doing Tom Cruise things, and when that scene when he's doing the test pilot, I don't know what plane that is he's testing, but man, that was a behemoth. That was a beast, man. He ends up, I don't want to give away too much, but he does something dope. And if you're into aviation, if you're into planes, yeah, he did that. He did that. Tom Cruise, this dude he got to be a vampire, right? Tom Cruise is a vampire, man. Just look at this dude. This dude ain't aged since since the original Top Gun, man. He ain't aged. I don't know if he bathing in the blood of virgins or that Scientology, what they got going on over there. But this dude, he looks good, man. Looks phenomenal for it. I think he pushing 60. Might be right up at 60. Phenomenal, man. Now, the cream of the crop graduates is rounded out by Lieutenant Bradley Rooster Bradshaw, played by Miles Teller, who does a fantastic job. He is the son of Goose, who was Maverick's former wingman, who, as you know, in the original film, died in an accident involving the canopy. The ejection canopy just didn't come off. He hit his head and everything like that. I think he broke his neck, end up dying. So you know that it's an inherent disdain, a distaste that Rooster has for Maverick, blaming Maverick for the death of his father Goose. Now, the rest of the graduates include the overconfident hangman, played by Glenn Powell, Greg Tarzan Davis as Coyote, Jay Ellis as Payback, Danny Ramirez as Fanboy, Monica Barbaro as Phoenix, and Lewis Pullman as Bob. So there's Fanboy. That's Maverick right there. My bad. That's Jay Ellis playing Payback. That's Phoenix. And there's Bob and Hangman. They put together a great cast. The chemistry was there. You can tell that these people spent time together before they even started shooting the film. You can see it, you can feel it. It seemed like these people, this cast of actors, seemed like they knew each other before. They had a rapport. Everything fit well. The humor, the action, all of it pervade real well from these actors. And like I said, you could tell that the chemistry was there. Now, also where you can tell the chemistry was there was between these two. The 80s icons, that's what I'm gonna call them. You got Jennifer Connelly and Tom Cruise. Jennifer Connelly plays Penny, a new character who was only referenced in the first film, but their chemistry together, real hot, spicy, fiery, sexy. These 80s icons, both of them, I think, is pushing 60, still look great. You know what I'm saying? I remember watching Jennifer Connelly in Labyrinth, one of my favorite films growing up as a kid. And I remember they were in two. It's crazy. These two were in two of what I would consider the best fantasy films out of the 80s. Some might disagree, but that's my opinion. One in Labyrinth and Tom Cruise playing in Legend. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a review of Legend and Labyrinth because I believe they're that great and they deserve to be revisited. So y'all can maybe go back and watch that stuff from the 80s. Like, I'm an 80s baby, so this movie right here, the nostalgia, man, it brings up a lot of emotion. If you watch that first film back then and then you watch this one now, it's better, man. This film is better than its predecessor, but this film also makes the first one better. So everything elevated because of this film for me. That's just how and normally sequels aren't better than their predecessors, but this one takes the cake, man. This is right up there with the T2s. What's another one that sequel that would be better? Spider-Man 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't miss. Like I said, that chemistry, real dope. What else I got? The action. That's what everybody came to see, right? The action is there. Let me tell you this, man. If I served in the Navy, I was up on them flight decks, I was humping them chains, I was launching them birds off, I was watching them be launched. You know what I'm saying? So that adrenaline rush that you get from being up there on that flight deck, on that carrier, out there in that water, in that ocean, man, they show it. It's there. It's clear, concise. The elevator scene where he's riding the elevator with the two planes, that's the only gripe that I got, because you are not allowed to ride the elevator the way that he rides it with the planes, man. And he did that on the first one too. And I was, you know what I'm saying? Once I joined the Navy and I saw it, I was like, hold on, man. You can't do that. But you know what I'm saying? This is a Navy recruitment movie. I will tell you that, just like the first one was. Navy propaganda is what this movie is, but in a good way. In a good way, man. It's in a good way, man. Low altitude flights. If you know anything about FA-18s or those type of planes in general, they're not meant to be flying at low altitudes like that. They're meant to be up high. You know what I'm saying? They have what's called a hard deck. If you go below that hard deck, it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So they pervade that really well on the film. They even emphasized it. Jennifer Connelly's character even owns a club called the Hard Deck, and if I remember correctly, I think or a bar called the Hard Deck. I haven't watched the first one in a minute, but I think that was also the name of the bar in the first one. Like I said, low altitude flights, aerial dog fights. I remember on Nintendo had a game, Top Gun, and me and my older brother, we used to play that game. It showed the act, you know what I'm saying? You was right there living in that action, doing those dog fights, stuff like that, man. And what's so dope about this movie is the stars, the people had to learn how to actually fly. That's crazy, right? They had to actually learn how to fly the F-18s. They had to learn how to fly. So these actors, Tom Cruise included, and I guarantee you it was Tom Cruise's idea, they had to be taught. They went through a rigorous course on learning how to fly. And you know what I'm saying? That's what, and I think that's what makes this movie so thrilling is you're inside the cockpit with these characters. You're right there with them. Not CGI, not, you know what I'm saying? They're actually flying these things. They're actually ripping G's. They're doing all this stuff, man. The stunts is crazy. And like I said, I've seen 18s up live, close and personal. This is crazy for them to be doing something like that. My favorite character out of the whole thing had to be Hangman. He was overconfident, very cocky. That to me gave an authentic feel of when you have a class of creme to the creme, it's always that one guy who thinks that he's better than everybody. Always, no matter what, you always get that one person. I've seen that up close and personal. Like I said, while serving in the Navy, and I've ran across a lot of people just like him, whether enlisted or officers. You come across that guy who just think he the shit like that. And to me, Hangman did it. But every scene that he was in, it like you felt the cockiness and the overconfidence. You know what I'm saying? Like you actually felt like this dude, this was a real person. Like you connect with this dude because you're like, man, I know a dude who I went to class with or at my job who's just like this. And that's why Hangman was my favorite character. But Fanboy was dope. Of course, Tom Cruise, you know what I'm saying? Jay Ellis playing as Payback. Like they all did their thing. Phoenix. Everybody did their thing in this movie, man. I don't really have nothing bad to say about this movie. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed this movie. It could be the nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? It could be my Navy bias. Me being, you know what I'm saying, serving in the military, serving in the Navy. I don't know what it is. But I challenge anybody to go and see this film, walk out the theater and say that they do not like it. They'll be all capped. It'll be lies. There's no way. Personally, I don't think you can go into this movie, step out of the theater and say, I don't like it. I don't like it. There's no way you can do that. This movie surpasses its predecessor. It's better. It's a blockbuster film. This is a blockbuster film. It's just enough nostalgia to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? But it surpasses that. It doesn't rely just on the nostalgia. It just gives you a dope, good ass action flick, man. Just a good dope ass action flick. Better than the original. And that's how sequels should be done, man. That's just how sequels should be done. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Go see the movie. It's in theaters May 27th. Top Gun, Maverick, Tom Cruise. That dude's a vampire, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Go see it. Go see it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. This has been Blues News with another movie review. Peace. And we out this thing, man. We are gone.